G'day everyone, welcome to my first episode of Planet Coaster 2. Now this is my first time playing it. I used to play Planet Coaster 1 back in 2017, so I'm excited to see what the difference is when playing this game. But today I'm going to be building Dreamworld, which is based off a theme park in Australia, Dreamworld Australia, in the Gold Coast. So for this first episode, I'm just going to be building the entrance first up. So sit back and relax, and I hope you'll enjoy the journey. So straight off the bat with Planet Coaster 2, I was very limited with my building options. There wasn't much to go off with. Luckily, this plaster wall I could use, and the brick walls I could also use. And one thing that I did notice and learn to do during the process of building this was there's now some sort of measurement line which you can snap like walls to, which I thought was a very cool addition, and I used it a lot during this. It helped me precisely put walls in where I needed them to be in. So I thought that was a cool, neat addition to Planet Coaster 2, because Planet Coaster 1 definitely didn't have that. So you're kind of just sliding walls, being very precise. So I actually kind of like it. Now with Dreamworld, usually when you build parks like or similar to, you got to know the park very well. I do know Dreamworld well. I have been there more than like 20 times in my life. There was a time in 2021, I do believe, I went to Dreamworld 5 times in 2 weeks. I got many photos, I observed the place because I was planning to build this park in 2021 on Planet Coaster 1. As you can see with this image here, this was my attempt at this entrance that I'm building now. It looks very different. I wasn't much of a good builder back then. I kind of started to learn, and also I didn't like how long it took to build these buildings. I was very impatient. I didn't have a good enough attention span, so I rushed the building a lot. That's not what I'm going to be doing in this episode, trust me. I hope you have seen the thumbnail. I don't know what the thumbnail looks like right now. I haven't made it, but I would have put the building, like this finished entrance, as the thumbnail, and you can see it looks completely different to the Planet Coaster 1 version. Even though it doesn't look like it, I did have a lot of fun creating that Planet Coaster 1 park, even though it was not as good. But with Planet Coaster 2 now out, and the updates really do have a difference between one, I'm going to put a lot of attention and a lot of time. I'm going to be very delicate, let's just say that. Like, I don't care how long this is going to take, I will be delicate because I want the buildings to look exactly right. I want them to look good. I want them to look like a professional built it. And you know what? I think I am. You'll see, at the end of this episode, you are going to call me a professional. these white brick columns that I'm putting on the brick walls here, this is the kind of part I was talking about before, how there's limited options with the buildings. In Planet Coaster 1, there already used to be a built one, part of the pirate set, that was just like that. So I had to use my own blocks and kind of create that. But today I did watch the Update 6 trailer. So it might be coming out in like July or something. I'm not too sure. And I did actually see it has that part there. So depending on how actually good it looks with this, but in episode 2, if I do show the entrance again, those white brick columns there may not be there. Like, it might be replaced. I'm not too sure. I do know what, like when I'm doing the voiceover right now, I do know what this finished building looks like. And it just looks perfect. Like, it's something that I don't think I'll ever need to change. I did try and create this as a blueprint, but apparently you can't create blueprints to buildings that are 4,000 blocks over the limit. And this was 4,300. Yes, it was 4,300 blocks. You can see me doing the path here. That was just me testing out the new path because I have never used it before. On the release of Planet Coaster 2, apparently it was terrible, but they fixed it by the time I started playing this. So I just wanted to give it a go. And I forgot to mention the cowboy that is there. That is used as like a measuring stick. So the guests that enter the park, that's how tall they're going to be. So that will help you determine how tall the customers are going to be. Because I've gone through the Dreamworld entrance in Australia so many times, I know what the height is. I've been to Dreamworld that many times, I'm able to know these things off by heart, and this was the size of the Dreamworld building, so I was fairly confident that this would actually work out well. Also, for the massive Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster players, you may notice that this song playing right now is a Planet Zoo song. I don't know what it is, but Planet Zoo has the best soundtrack out of the 3 games. I mean, it's kind of hard because all 3 of them are amazing soundtracks. Like Friendship and Peace from Planet Coaster 1, I love that track. But Planet Zoo had like a special kind of vibe to it. I built like a massive zoo in that, and that's probably the biggest thing I've ever done in all 3 games. I was like very hard stuck on the Planet Zoo, and I created like a massive zoo with that. It actually took me like roughly 3 to 4 years, including like a massive break, to create the zoo, and I still haven't finished it. I wish I could have finished it before I got onto Planet Coaster 2, but I really wanted to make a Dreamworld, and also I kind of need a YouTube video on my channel. So I thought maybe this would help. So here I am starting on the roof. Unfortunately, with the green brick tiles on the roofs, I did not know a way to find out how to create that in this. So I just used just a basic like rectangular block. And that's a neat feature this game has in Planet Coaster 2, is that you can scale and descale the size of building blocks. So you can make them really small or really big, depending on what size building you're going for. And I did actually like that. Right now, during this part of the video, I did get distracted with the game's catalog. I just wanted to see what there was, what things they added. And I did notice this globe frame right here, which is the same one that Dreamworld has in Australia. It was like in a little pond area, which is, well, not really there anymore because they renovated it to be a merry-go-round. But I thought I would just leave that aside. I may have to use that later in a future episode. Now this is what I'm talking about here. The framing to the roof was kind of difficult because it's sort of like a cone. Like the way I did it in Planet Coaster 1, I did a cone in that one. But it's kind of like, what's the word for it? It's kind of smooth. And I couldn't find the right thick enough frame for it that was the right shape. So as you can see here, I've just gone for a simple block. I'm just honestly legging it, creating my own frame. It does use more blocks, so I guess this is why it went over the block limit. There's things in Planet Coaster 2 that won't provide me with things I need to use for the roofs. So I had to improvise and kind of create my own here. Now the one thing I felt really off when building all of this is the kind of edges to the roofs. So you can see it around the roof on the edges. I didn't know what to kind of use at this time. I don't know what they're called. They're like roof edges with these little like supports going around it. I didn't quite know what to use at the time, so I kind of just temporarily put them there. But the whole time while doing this roof, I felt really uncomfortable with it. So I do eventually change it later. So here we go, here's the green panels that I was talking about. So I basically just select all of them and copy them, twist the angle of it, and I continue to go up. I couldn't find any other way to put brick panels on there, so I just did this simple way of doing it. It looks smooth, it does. It just doesn't look bricky, which is what I kind of wanted it to do. I'm gonna wait till update 6 comes out, see if there's stuff that I can put on these buildings that can improve the look of them. But if not, I'm happy to just leave it the way it is. Now, with the plans of the general park, I'm doing my own rides based off of video games that I play and love. So, for example, I might do a Witcher world, a Red Dead Redemption world. So, I'm going to end up doing those. I'm still kind of thinking of it, but those are the two I might actually end up doing, because I think a Wild West world is pretty good. And Dreamworld did used to have a Western themed world, although it's kind of a rough topic to talk about because they did have a River Rapids ride where it malfunctioned and unfortunately people did pass on that ride in real life. So yeah, I remember hearing on the news about that for the first time and it was devastating. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to continue with the build of my Dreamworld. Obviously, Dreamworld has had their problems. Despite that, I've grown up with Dreamworld. I've been going there since I was 4 years old, so that's why I'm choosing to go with it. I could have done Movieworld, which is like a WB Studios theme park in Australia. which is kind of a 5-minute drive away from Dreamworld. I could have done that, yes, but other creators have already started or is during the process of creating that park. I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on YouTube. People have already done it. The one thing I haven't seen them do is Dreamworld. I don't think I've seen anyone... I've seen someone attempt to do Dreamworld, but I haven't seen them like continue or complete it. So fortunately for me, I've been to Dreamworld way more than Movieworld, so doing this build works out well for me. One thing I always tend to do when going to Dreamworld is when I go on the coasters, there's these like camera, like there's these like ride cameras that take a photo of you whilst you're on the ride. I always make the most weirdest faces. I don't know if that's anyone else, but I have to do it. And then I go to the photo booth straight after and I just stare at my face for like a few seconds before taking a photo of it going, hell yeah, dude. I used to be afraid of coasters, but I went with a mate who actually used to be part of this channel, but recently left. Yeah, he built up my confidence to go on roller coaster rides. For the people that have been a part of my channel for a while now, yes, I did used to be Double J. Why am I not Double J anymore? Well, because the Double J was named because of me and my mate sharing this channel and creating videos together. And we did this during our high school stage. So we've grown up. We've kind of just gone out on our own paths. I still wanted to do YouTube, but he had other plans and he had no time for YouTube. He had no interest in doing it anymore. So I still kept the name Double J just because I thought it was cool. But eventually I came to the realization it might cause problems later down the road. So I changed it to Feeksy, which has been my username for years. And I think it was a great choice. And with this new channel name, this new channel look, this is what I want to start doing, my own stuff. My mate, he was into shooter games and all that. He was into the multiplayer games and I joined him with it. So with my channel, I can now do what I want. And this is what I'm doing, Planet Coaster. I have loved Planet Coaster ever since I bought it. I actually don't know when I bought it. I know I started playing it 2017, but I might have bought it 2016. With my first PC as well, and that first PC was actually my dad's because I was only in primary school. I was very young. So Planet Coaster was actually my first PC game. I did have like an Xbox and a PlayStation 3 like before that. But my first PC game was Planet Coaster. I watched all of these YouTubers, Attacking Toucans, Shift Z, Delady Designer, and I just love the videos. I never got bored of them. So that's why this is kind of like a speedrun sort of thing, because I wanted to create this kind of videos. Some people do like these videos. Not all. I do think most of my viewers aren't into these kind of videos because I used to do comedy, stupid kind of gaming videos. And this is kind of a different change. But that happens with new channels. And I do plan to grow a series on this. If it gets a lot of views, if it doesn't, I might just still go. I might just still continue it. There'll be someone out there that would love watching this and seeing how it turns out. Speaking of which, I kind of want to create a TikTok account. I do notice some like low-end content creators who do real life parks have done TikTok accounts on their progress. So I thought maybe I might do the same. So by the time this video's out, there may be a TikTok account. I'll put the link in the description. I do also stream. I don't think I've ever streamed Planet Coaster. I might start doing it though. But I do play other games like Minecraft and some multiplayer co-op games with my mates. Because they're YouTubers as well, they're grinding out YouTube. So if we see this here, I started to delete the side edges around the balcony roof here. I put this panel here and I'm searching for, what's this thing? Bracket. That's what they're called. I forgot what they were called. They're called a bracket. So this is what I end up creating, which actually does look like what's in the image. So I thought, this is sweet. There's actually something like this. Planet Coaster 2 does have something like this that I can use. So I copy them and I start putting them around. We're placing these fences down. I do put a gap in the middle there. I kind of want a 3D artist to create a logo. I have found one. I found a guy that can do that. So I'm just kind of going to leave that empty. Eventually I'll put it somewhere else. So I guess at this point you can kind of see what the entrance looks like now, and if you compare it to the photo, would you say it looks exactly like it? I kind of want to do like a before and after, like the one I created in Planet Coaster 1. So at this point, pretty much the whole building is done. I just got to do the finishing touches like edges, the details. I didn't want to leave anything undone. And I must say, I absolutely loved building this entrance. It looks so much better than the one I created in Planet Coaster 1. I reckon eventually I'm going to return back to Dreamworld soon enough. I need to get some more photos and inspiration for the upcoming projects. And I do have a free pass there, so that is kind of a bonus. Let's see what happens. Now we are just about reaching the end of my build. And can I just say, I loved building this. This took probably, I think it was like around 5 to 6 hours. And I didn't have any breaks. This was just non-stop. The difficult part about this was there's no clocks to put on the front. At the top of that roof there is a clock in the real life entrance, but I can't find any. Planet Coaster 2 doesn't really have any. So I'm kind of just going to leave it for now. Yes, I put the window there, but eventually I'll remove it if I do find a clock. Now with these sorts of videos, I would love everyone's feedback on this. Tell me what I did wrong, tell me what I did right. Feedback is much appreciated so I can make the next episode better. Anyways, that just about sums it up for this episode here. This is my Dreamworld entrance, and what's soon to be an opening to a brilliant park. That may take me 4 years to build, but anyways. Thank you guys for watching, please leave some feedback, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See you later guys.